It's 11:30, following day. I was up all night uploading videos, up all morning uploading videos. So I've spent, I don't know, 36 hours uploading videos. Their internet was shoddy at best, but it had to do. 139 minutes to upload a video. Right now it's gonna rain. I never had a chance to wash my clothes, but I'm not staying. I gotta hike out. So it kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I mean, with tax and everything, the room was $112. It was a good room, you saw it, but it didn't serve the purpose I needed it to serve. I got my internet in, but at what expense? It's already 12 o'clock, half the day's done, and I'm gonna be hiking in the rain, and there's no shelter where I'm going. So I'm gonna be stuck right back where I started from, packing a wet tent and soaking wet clothes, blah, 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 out here. All right, now that I'm done whining, I'm doing 8 miles today to Graymore Spiritual Life Center. It's supposed to rain at 4 o'clock. It's 11:30. Hopefully I can push this out and get where I need to be. I mean, you know, there's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. I'm where I want to be. Just cut my losses and go with that. All is well out here. Remember when I was hiking out of Port Clinton and I was getting attacked by that falcon? Apparently they nest here, and that's exactly what it was doing, being aggressive and everything. Some people even got injured. Go figure, right? I'm going over this mountain here, and that should be the peak of my day right there. But this is New York. I'm sure I'll be going over mountains for the next 8 miles. Crossing over the Hudson River here in a second. 68 degrees right now. See you back in the woods. By the way, there's no place to resupply. All I did was vending, restaurants. That's it. There was no place to get. There wasn't even a gas station. So if you're going through here thinking you're just gonna resupply, that's not gonna work out. Just so you know, I'm hiking out with the same food I hiked in with the exception of a couple of bagels from breakfast this morning. I'm carrying about 3 days worth of food. First opportunity I get, I'll get some more food, but it'll probably be out of New York. There's only 90 miles in New York. For the next few days, I'm going to be doing 20 pluses to make up for these small days. Only because I want to hike and I feel like I've been holding back a bit. So, I'll get something in Connecticut, I suppose. I saw one hiker passing through late yesterday, and I saw another hiker slack packing. Both of those hikers that I saw started in Harper's Ferry. No, actually, the one that was slack packing started in Georgia, but I only seen him one time, or he only seen me. It's easy to recognize one black guy wearing military garb. The people I see be like, oh, I saw you back in Georgia, obviously, but they all look the same to me out here. All right, back in the woods, going straight up. It's raining. Well, what do we have here? I get to use a real restroom. This grass is taller than me. This is Graymore Spiritual Life Center. They donated a place or whatever where hikers can set up, since there's no shelters for like 30 miles. I've been up there before years ago. They got you set up by the ball field over here. As you can see, they're very religious. That is what it appears to be. I'm gonna take a look at the accommodations down here. This is the ball field. You got 2 porta potties over here. And this is supposed to have electricity. This little pavilion or dugout. And that's for the hikers. Since it said that it's gonna rain today, I figure this would probably be the best place for me to sleep tonight. I got 247. That was an easy 8 miles. And frankly, I'm tired after being up all night. So I'm going to chill. Hopefully the water is connected to this building. Otherwise, you got to go on a scavenger hunt out here. Okay, I'm impressed. This is not too shabby. Has electricity. It's clean. It's covered. You got tables. I see water right here along with a shower. And I see electricity. If you got lights, I'm sure you got power. I'm in for the night. Out here. By the way, as you can see, I'm the only hiker on the trail. The party's over. Believe it or not, I am spent. I always seem to be more tired when I leave town than I am from hiking to town. I'm sure it has to do with this video editing and me not getting a lot of sleep in towns. And I've already told you, I sleep better out here than I do in towns. But here's another instruction right here. They're pretty much, there are a lot of differences when it comes to tents, but I'm going to break this down into 2. You have freestanding tents and tents that require stakes. Now, this tent right here came with stakes, so I can stake it down, but it's also what we call freestanding, which means it can stand anywhere. It doesn't have to be staked down. And then you got tents that can't do this. They have to be staked in the ground, or there's no way they'll be able to stand on their own. I recommend you get a freestanding tent, because the freestanding tent can go places where a tent that requires stakes cannot. And I've seen too many people that have a situation like this and can't take advantage of it because they have to stake their tents down and they need poles and all these other apparatuses and whatnot. So take it from me. You don't got to get no monster dome like the Taj Mahal that I have here. But you do want a tent that can stand on its own for this reason right here, being just one of them. Okay? Whew, out here. Case in point, freestanding tent can do anything. And those that can't has to stay outside. Okay, I'm here with my man Philip, and he has a few choice words for REI, so I'm just going to let him do the talking. Go ahead, sir.
So, my fun story with REI was me trying to buy some new shoes. I was wearing some Solomons, and they don't fit me very well, and they got wet and sort of warped. So I wanted to switch back to Bricks Cascadia. I ordered them 1-day shipping about a week and a half ago now. And it was supposed to arrive for me on Wednesday. I was going to be at the post office Saturday morning. So I booked it. I did 30 miles on Friday to get there in time. That was fun. I arrived at the post office and they don't have anything for me. Awesome. I called up REI. I asked them, so where's my package? And they just basically didn't really know. They said, yeah, this is weird. We see that you ordered it. You paid for 1-day shipping. But then that just didn't really happen. They said it was in a shipping container somewhere. That was about the best answer they could give me.
Did they offer to refund your one-day shipping?
Yes. They couldn't do it over the weekend, so the best she could do for me there was to have me, like, I was paying for the new shoes, a second pair of shoes. I didn't have to pay for the shipping, and then eventually they were going to refund me my money for the first pair of shoes. So, okay, great, whatever, best you can do.
Do you have the shoes now?
I do not have the shoes now.
And has it been 2 weeks?
Well, so let me finish this one real quick. So I set up to get them again. I figured, okay, they'll do another overnight shipping. I could get it on Tuesday. I should probably be careful. Plan it out for Thursday.
Okay.
That was this morning. Have it sent to Bear Mountain. Show up in Bear... Oh, no. One more. I called them Monday night. I called them up because, I want to check now that everything's going to happen great. They say, yeah, no problem. We see there's a tracking number here, so you should be good. So I show up this morning, and no, they don't have anything for me. I call REI, and they say, yeah, that's weird. We see that we have a tracking number for you, but no, we didn't send you the shoes. And they say, yeah, no, about the best we could do is try again. Sorry.
So you got to do it 3 times?
No. At that point, I said, thank you, I'm going to take my business elsewhere. I don't want the shoes that badly. And now they've sent me a $20 gift card. So
a $20 gift card.
That was their sorry.
Did they refund your money forthwith, or did they say it'll be there in 3 weeks or whatever?
I have my money now.
Okay. So what would you say to anybody that's thinking about doing business with REI?
I would say that don't bother if you need it tomorrow, because it probably will not be there tomorrow.
Dude, those were nice words. All right. So there you have it, another disgruntled customer of REI's. What he should have said was avoid REI like the plague. It's cool that REI sponsors everybody else's gear, so buy everybody else's gear, but stay away from REI's brand. And even still, even if you don't buy it in the store, because we already know if you're going to order something from them, they're all thumbs. All right, out here. Thank you, sir. Hey, buddy. Good morning. Today, we're going to do 19 miles to a place called RDF. It's like a shelter. You can order pizza and whatnot. So we'll see what that's all about. Got a little buddy over here, I guess. Out here. The mosquitoes are terrible. I'm covered with at least 20 bites right now, and I just spend my whole time slapping and looking out. It's kind of hard to really get into the hike. I feel like I'm under attack right now. By the way, about 6 hikers ended up showing up at that shelter. I think 2 of them, and only because those were the 2 I talked to, some other people came in late, but 2 of them started from Georgia. The rest were just, I don't know, maybe some started at the halfway point in Harper's Ferry. But yeah, it's about 6 hikers, which surprised me, to be honest with you, out here. These are cold and wet. Okay. Someone here has a sense of humor. By the way, got a little trail magic from Hyperbone of 2014. Good looking out. Appreciate it. Out here. At the last shelter, there was an older gentleman there telling us how hard he thought the trail was, and that he and some other people hiking were very disappointed about the way they seemed to make the trail go over mountains on purpose. Now, I don't know what he was thinking, but at the end of the day, we all know the trail is rigorous. At any rate, he said that he made up his mind to quit and that he went home, which was the best decision. He was more concerned about, hurting himself and injuring himself, because when I say older, we're talking 60 plus. And I thought to myself that was a wise decision. But then he came back. Okay? So, how long he lasts, who knows? But that's not what I want to tell you. What I want to tell you is this. When you're coming out here I'll put it to you like this. This will be a better way. I'll say it two ways. Number one, say you want to go into business for yourself. And let's say after you do all the research, you find it's going to take $150,000 to get your business off the ground. Okay? All your research, that's the number. What I would tell you is don't go forward until you have 300,000. Period. I would tell you have double. Because there are things you're not going to know. I don't care whatever you said. You can have 5 people match your numbers. I would tell you, don't even go into it until you have double. Because now you have peace of mind. Now, what I want to say is, this trail is so hard that the rigors that you put into it, all right, you have to be able to match with a reward. I don't understand. I'll say it again. You have to, as hard as the trail is, as much energy as you put out, you have to be able to match that when it's time to rest. It has to be equal, okay? The reward has to be equal or greater than the stress and the torture and the demands that the trail is going to ask from you. And when you can't meet that, if you're coming out here with a shoestring budget, don't even do it. You're going to get wore down, period. Because when your body's asking you, all right, you took this from me, now this is what I want back, and you can't give that number back, it's going to wear you down, and eventually you're going to go home. So, not to beat a dead horse, but I'm telling you, if you can't match, if the risk cannot match the reward, or the reward cannot match the risk and what you're putting out, don't even come out here, because it's going to leave a bad taste in your mouth. You're going to leave unfulfilled. You're going to leave disappointed and disgusted. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I've been in both scenarios out here. And just so we're clear, to bring this conversation back full circle, what does that mean? That means $2 a mile. If they're telling you $1 a mile, and I'm already telling you $1 a mile won't make it, $2 a mile will do exactly what I just explained in the past. You can buy a pack, you can buy boots, you can go home, you can take an excursion when you're in New York and see the Statue of Liberty. You can take an excursion in Delaware Water Gap and go to Washington, D.C. And it's not going to affect your funds. You understand? You'll still make it to Maine. That's what a $2 a mile would do for you. In the worst case scenario, you have change left when you get off the trail. But at no time will you deny yourself that hotel. Will you deny yourself that steak dinner? Will you deny yourself that trip into town, or that shuttle, or that extra day to zero to recover? Excuse me. And that's what's important out here.